Hello there everybody, and welcome to part 51 of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD as part of new Let's Play Plus. I wonder where he's gone. Anyway, so on the last time with Skyward Sword HD, we returned to the present, and we ought to do some preparations because this next patch of the game is gonna be something else. So, I'm going to take back my Goddess Shield right now. I feel like I've already done way more than enough with all the shields that I've gotten throughout the ages. So, let's just leave it at that. We will just go and leave it at that. I'm going to buy some Stamina Potion and see if I can upgrade that. Because now, at this point, I have way more than enough money to be going on with. So let's see. Moment of truth. Can I do it? No, I can't. I need volcanic ladybugs, but that's okay. We won't need the Stamina Potion for a while. So that will be a-okay. Wait, can I actually do this now? Or... yeah, no. Hi. I hadn't seen the fortune teller much these days. You knew his crystal ball got broken, right? I just hope he's not sitting at home kicking himself for not foreseeing this. Would you mind running over and checking in on him? He's at his house on the eastern edge of Skyloft. What do you have to say, Fi? And he is a retired individual. His grandson is a rescue knight who saves all those who fall off of Skyloft. Oh, okay. He delights in hearing passerby at the Bazaar restaurant mention his grandson's heroic deeds. That is correct. What about you? I never talked to you before. Piper. Next to dash of pepper. Delicious. Another culinary delight ready to be savored and enjoyed. Piper. She is a skill cook. She is the mother of the mischievous Gully. In addition to running the restaurant at the bazaar, she is also a food experimenter who is always trying to find new recipes. See? Isn't it fun to just identify people with Fi and just get to learn about them a little bit, about the NPCs? Just a little bit more. Oh, God. Yep. It's just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and you're all good to go. Ooh, buddy. But either way, we got a little fortune teller who is feeling down in le dumps. That's Rupin's house. Sparrow's house is up there, isn't it? Yeah. It is up there, and we will go see him about something. There he is. There he go. What's up, man? I'm fine. Go on. Please leave me be. My crystal ball has shattered, and without it, my eyes can no longer gaze deeply into the future. It's almost as though these exquisite, all-seeing eyes of mine have begun to dull and cloud over with sadness now that my crystal ball is gone. If only I had a new crystal ball to gaze into. Is it not true that you recovered a piece of the windmill from beneath the clouds recently, young man? This shattered crystal ball was salvaged from below by Gondo's ancestor long before it found its way into my delicate hands. There may still be others like it from where it came from. Yes! Would you search for a new one for me? Yes! No doubt you can see the gratitude in my eyes. The robot who originally retrieved the crystal ball was said to have reported he found it on a building atop a mountain peak. Can you believe it? I mean, I certainly believe it. So, we shall set the target. And we shall go. I'm counting on you, young man. Without my crystal ball, I cannot gaze into the future. Oh no, my eyes. they would droop with despair. Please bring me a new crystal ball with all haste. And then he immediately goes back to being depressed. He's like, he's like, blah. Blah. God, it's been far too long since I had to do any of this. Wow. Would you believe me if I told you that we have to go to Eldin again? Except this time, we have to go over to the Volcano Summit, I believe. It's either that or the volcano entrance. It's probably inside the volcano. It's probably it. Actually, it might be actually. No. Okay, it isn't there. Okay, then it's probably at the top of the frickin', you know, Earth Temple or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that, and I will see you guys over there. And I mean, actually, no. Can I talk about it? Can I talk about this place now? Because let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. Look, Farron and Eldin, they've had their good moments. Actually, they had their good moments. Like with Lake Floria, you at least had like a big wide open area to explore, even if it was linear. And you got to meet some interesting folk. Which is nice. And you know, the water dragon's pretty cool. Like, you know, I like her design. It's kind of beast. It's kind of beast. I mean, yeah, you had to go back to the, you know, what was it? Skyview Temple. Yeah, there we go. Skyview Temple. You had to go back to the Skyview Temple in order to do the things. Yeah, you had to go back to Skyview Temple to get the water, but, you know, which, you know, that wasn't as fun, but all the other stuff was pretty cool, and even the Ancient Cistern was a really cool way to end an extension of a good area. Lanayru, obviously, you know my feelings about that. It's a really cool... The Sand Ship was a really cool finish. And the Lanayru Sand Sea, though, that's good stuff. Lanayru Sand Sea is some good stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but the Master Sword, I believe, has further increased attack power, I believe. Like, I think it is. Possibly. Ow. So, Lanayru Sensei, you already know how I feel about that. It's a really good area with lots of little mini adventures to go along with it, even if you only really get to see them once. It's cool. It's really cool. Just to see that. Eldin, what do you got? What do you got for Eldin? A really small area that you can only see through in all of it in like 10 minutes. Like, yeah, right here. You only get to see through it in like all of 10 minutes. 10 minutes. like you only get like 2 small areas. Like the entrance to the temple and the Volcano Summit. And I don't think there's really anything that particularly interesting in them. Like it doesn't really have that much interesting like features. Like you have the Sand Sea with the time shift stone that you can use on the boat. You have Faron Woods with the Ancient Cistern and everything with Lake Floria. I mean, the only saving grace I would probably have to say about the second visit to Eldin is the fact that, well, you have the Fire Sanctuary, which is always a good dungeon in my book. It's always a good dungeon. So, yeah, I'm figuring that the second visit to Eldin is kind of weak. It's kind of weak. It's not as good as the second visits to Faron and Eldin. Or Faron and Eldin. Faron and Lanayru, God. Yeah, the second visit to Eldin is not as good as the second visit to Eldin. But you understand what I mean, right? You understand. like, even if the Fire Sanctuary was and the second Girahim fight was a very strong finish, I just felt like the rest of it was just kind of weak. Maybe if we could actually explore the inside of the, volcano a little bit more, that would have been nice. But, it's like they say, it is what it is. I don't particularly care for it, but it is what it is. So, yeah. Not really digging the second visit to Eldin as much as I probably did on my first, like years ago. So anyway, here's that bright and shiny crystal ball. Well, don't break it. Oh, pretty much. I don't know for sure if we'll ever need you again. Maybe for like one thing, but that's about it. Oh, what do my eyes behold? This is it! You found it! This is exactly the same as the crystal ball I used before! Fates and fortunes! My eyes are wide with the thrill of possibility and damp with tears of gratitude! I'll be able to start gazing into the future and making predictions at once! Come by the bazaar again and I'll tell you a fortune for a special price! I bite the side of my tongue a lot. I really don't like that. But I believe what he says is true. Seems like you're on the road to success, little friend. How about I buy us a beverage? Okay. Since apparently he's not here, the spirit is not here. And also, we did actually get a drink. Oh my god. That's the stuff. There we go. Let me share a bit of wisdom with you. The sky is filled with floating islands of all shapes and sizes. Skyloft just happens to be the one we call home. And no one knows where they were created or just how it was able to stay airborne. The only thing I can tell you with any certainty is that we all owe it. We owe all of it. And that includes our life here to the generosity of the goddess. Buddy, you have no idea how true that statement is. You really don't know, buddy. Also, the freaking fortune teller is not there, so I'm gonna be right back after I visit, Oriel and Pero's house for like the 50th time. Just spending the night, just sleeping until night in their house, and then morning again, and then blah 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 blah. Here he is. Oh, you're that young man from before. Thanks to you, I've been able to return to a life of gazing into the future and tell people's fortunes. What do you say I tell you yours? I'll even cut you a deal. From now on, it's just half price. So, from now on, it will be 5 rupees per, fortune-telling session from now on. Again, not like you have anything else to spend your money on at this point. I'm just saying, you could just spend it all here. Just give this man a fortune. Because Spirit is a good fortune. Aha! I see many things all is revealed. I see you finally found the one you've been searching for. That is wonderful news. However, your trials have not yet ended. Now you must speak to the great giant who swims above the clouds. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about, but the headmaster at the Night Academy might know. Oh. Giant of the clouds, eh? Well, I guess we got just as good a lead as any. I mean, if you really want to not use a guide or anything, that is what we need to do next for the plot. We need to go and speak to the headmaster of the Night Academy, which we all know who that is, and see what he's got for this information about this great giant of the clouds in large quotes. Does Beetle have anything new? No, we completely cleaned him out. Yeah, we completely cleaned him out of absolutely everything. No, I don't really know why. Yeah, you have all sorts of great things. I really like how all of the nothing that you have. It's just a shame, though, that I didn't really get this. I don't know if I did show this or not. My memory's just terrible. I don't know if I did show this or not, but if you happen to not buy anything while anything is still in stock, then Beetle will just throw you out. Because either you don't have enough money or, like, you say no to buying it, which is, you know, funnier than it should be. But there you go. That's a thing that you can do if you still haven't bought 10. No, if you still haven't bought everything from Beetle's Air Shop. So, yeah, it's a thing. But it's a funny thing. Either way, that will about do it. So, because we helped him, the fortune teller, we now know what to do next. So, on the next time with Skyward Sword HD, we're going to speak to the headmaster and see what he's got. See you guys on next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.